The world of military aviation has been shaken. Sweden's Gripen fighter jet, often overshadowed by the hype surrounding the F-35, has just proven that it's not only competitive, it's crushing expectations. Recent exercises and operational trials have revealed capabilities that even NATO allies couldn't ignore. And Canada's reaction to these developments speaks volumes about how the Gripen is reshaping strategic thinking in modern air combat. For years, the F-35 has been promoted as the ultimate stealth fighter, dominating headlines and defense budgets alike. But the Gripen, with its unmatched agility, cost efficiency, and innovative systems, has quietly been redefining what a next-generation fighter should be. The contrast between hype and reality is now impossible to ignore. While the F-35 carries the weight of political influence and multi-role branding, the Gripen excels in real-world scenarios, including air-to-air combat, electronic warfare, and rapid deployment missions. Canada, a country with a critical eye on procurement and operational readiness, has been closely monitoring this competition. Reports from joint NATO exercises show that Gripen pilots have consistently outperformed expectations in dogfights and simulated combat missions against F-35 squadrons. The Gripen's superior maneuverability, shorter takeoff distance, and adaptive radar systems have allowed it to outmaneuver even the most advanced fifth-generation fighters in certain scenarios. This is not just a technical achievement, it's a strategic game-changer. One key advantage of the Gripen is its design philosophy. Unlike heavier, more complex aircraft, the Gripen prioritizes simplicity and versatility without sacrificing lethality. Maintenance turnaround times are minimal, and operational costs are a fraction of those of the F-35. In conflict simulations, this translates to higher sortie rates, quicker response times, and greater flexibility in resource-constrained environments. NATO analysts have noted that in certain tactical conditions, the Gripen can essentially swarm opponents, leveraging speed and agility to gain the upper hand. Another area where the Gripen shines is in electronic warfare. The jet is equipped with cutting-edge systems capable of detecting, jamming, and countering threats from advanced radar and missile technologies. In exercises where stealth and radar evasion are critical, Gripen pilots have demonstrated the ability to neutralize threats that might challenge more expensive fighters. This electronic edge, combined with superior agility, has turned the Gripen into a stealthy, formidable adversary, even for aircraft like the F-35. Canada's defense officials have been quick to acknowledge these developments. High-level meetings have revealed genuine surprise and concern over the Gripen's capabilities. In particular, the Canadian Air Force is reportedly reconsidering its long-term procurement plans in light of Gripen's performance. The narrative that only the F-35 can dominate the skies is being challenged, and countries with strategic air defense needs are taking notice. The Gripen represents a cost-effective, high-performance alternative that cannot be ignored. Beyond raw performance, the Gripen also brings strategic independence. Sweden has designed the Gripen to be highly modular, allowing rapid upgrades and integration of new technologies. This flexibility ensures that the aircraft can adapt to evolving threats without the massive costs and delays often associated with fifth-generation platforms. For nations like Canada, which must balance capability with budget constraints, this is a particularly attractive feature. Gripen's operational model emphasizes readiness, sustainability, and adaptability, making it a realistic solution for modern air forces. The pilot perspective further underscores the Gripen's dominance. Experienced aviators have reported that the aircraft provides exceptional situational awareness, intuitive controls, and responsive handling, even in high-stress maneuvers. Unlike larger, more complex jets, the Gripen empowers pilots to focus on strategy and tactics rather than managing overwhelming systems. In live exercises against F-35 units, Canadian and NATO observers have consistently noted that Gripen pilots maintain superior energy management, positioning, and target acquisition. It's not just about air-to-air superiority either. The Gripen's multi-role capability allows it to perform ground attack missions, reconnaissance, and networked operations seamlessly. Its ability to carry a wide range of weapons while remaining highly agile makes it a versatile asset in any theater of operations. NATO analysts have highlighted scenarios where Gripen units provided critical support to joint operations, outperforming expectations and delivering decisive outcomes with fewer resources. Canada's reaction to these developments tells an important story. Historically aligned with F-35 procurement trends, the country is now openly examining alternatives that combine affordability, operational efficiency, and combat effectiveness. Gripen's success has triggered reassessments of defense priorities, procurement strategies, and alliance coordination. It's not just a wake-up call. It's a turning point in how nations approach fighter jet acquisitions in the 21st century. In conclusion, the Gripen's rise is more than just a technological triumph. It's a strategic shift. By outperforming expectations and challenging the dominance of the F-35 in key operational scenarios, the Gripen has proven itself as a credible, highly effective fighter jet. Canada's attentive and positive response signals a growing recognition that cost-effective, adaptable, and agile platforms like the Gripen are shaping the future of air warfare. As the global community watches, one thing is clear: the Gripen is no longer underestimated, and the era of assumptions about fighter jet supremacy may be coming to an end. Following the initial revelations about the Gripen's capabilities, the global defense community is starting to take notice. What was once considered a modest Swedish fighter is now being discussed in terms usually reserved for the most elite aircraft in the world. The conversations in NATO command centers are shifting from how does it compare to the F-35 to how does it redefine modern air combat strategy? For Canada, this is more than a technical discussion. It's a wake-up call that could reshape the country's Air Force priorities for decades. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Gripen is its operational efficiency. While the F-35 requires extensive maintenance cycles and significant logistical support, the Gripen can be serviced quickly, often in hours rather than days. This means higher sortie rates and greater availability in combat situations. Analysts point out that in scenarios requiring sustained operations, this edge could be decisive. Countries with limited budgets or dispersed forces, like Canada, are beginning to recognize the strategic advantage of a fighter that maximizes uptime and minimizes costs without sacrificing performance. Canada's pilots who have had the chance to train alongside Gripen units report that the jet feels almost tailored for modern dogfighting. Its fly-by-wire systems, combined with exceptional agility and energy retention, allow pilots to execute complex maneuvers with a degree of precision that few aircraft can match. During simulated engagements with the F-35, Gripen pilots consistently exploit maneuverability and electronic countermeasure tactics to create advantageous scenarios. These exercises have been closely monitored, and the results are changing perceptions about what constitutes a fifth-generation advantage. Another factor giving the Gripen an edge is its electronic warfare and sensor fusion capabilities. The aircraft is equipped with advanced radar and countermeasure systems that allow it to detect, jam, or evade multiple threats simultaneously. In modern warfare, where electronic dominance is just as critical as kinetic capability, this feature has placed Gripen pilots in a unique position. In joint exercises with NATO allies, including Canadian units, Gripen pilots have been able to penetrate sophisticated air defenses and maintain situational awareness, even in contested environments, demonstrating a level of tactical flexibility that many assumed only the F-35 could achieve. Beyond combat performance, the Gripen's adaptability and modular architecture make it an attractive option for nations looking to future-proof their air forces. Sweden has designed the Gripen to allow rapid integration of new avionics, weapons systems, and software upgrades. This means that over the life of the aircraft, it can evolve continuously, remaining competitive against emerging threats without requiring the massive reinvestment often associated with newer aircraft. Canada's defense planners are particularly intrigued by this. as it allows for a strategic balance between capability and budget, ensuring that the Air Force remains capable without financial overreach. Strategic analysts have also highlighted the Gripen's potential in networked warfare. The aircraft's ability to share real-time data with other aircraft, ground units, and command centers gives it an outsized impact relative to its size and cost. In exercises where information superiority is critical, Gripen units have demonstrated the capacity to coordinate complex operations, providing allies with actionable intelligence and enabling rapid decision-making. This networked approach has led NATO observers to reconsider previously held assumptions about fighter jet hierarchy and the practical implications of so-called fifth-generation dominance. Canada's reaction is a mix of admiration, caution, and strategic curiosity. Officials recognize that the Gripen is not just a cheaper alternative, it's a highly capable, efficient, and versatile fighter jet that could fulfill multiple roles in national defense and international operations. Debates within procurement committees have intensified, with some advocating for a reevaluation of existing F-35 contracts in favor of more adaptable platforms like the Gripen. While political considerations remain complex, the technical and operational evidence is becoming increasingly hard to ignore. The Gripen's performance has also sparked interest in other nations, traditionally reliant on US-made fighters. Countries in Europe, Asia, and Latin America are beginning to explore the implications of Sweden's innovation. The narrative is shifting. Affordability, adaptability, and real-world operational efficiency are now being weighed alongside raw stealth and sensor capabilities. The Gripen is not just challenging the F-35 in performance, it's reshaping how nations define value and capability in modern air combat. Moreover, the pilot experience with the Gripen cannot be understated. Aviators report unprecedented levels of situational awareness and control, enabling them to focus on tactics rather than system management. In high-stress simulations against F-35 squadrons, Gripen pilots have demonstrated the ability to anticipate opponent maneuvers, exploit weaknesses, and maintain superiority. For Canada, whose airspace and defense commitments cover vast and varied terrain, this combination of skill amplification and technological support is invaluable. In conclusion, the Gripen's continued success is sending ripples throughout the global military aviation community. Canada's measured but attentive reaction underscores the aircraft's growing influence. It is no longer a peripheral fighter, but a central player in the future of air combat strategy. By combining agility, efficiency, modular adaptability, and electronic superiority, the Gripen has proven that it can not only compete with the F-35, but, in certain operational scenarios, outperform it. For nations seeking both capability and strategic flexibility, the Gripen is rapidly becoming the benchmark against which all other fighters are measured. The era of assumptions about fighter supremacy is ending, and the Gripen is leading the charge into a new paradigm of aerial warfare.